I've just received a package that is gonna add 50% to my solar capacity. It's a pretty big package, so I'm gonna do something very rare. I'm gonna open my back door, which is something that I basically never do, but I'm very excited to show you what I'm gonna do. I'm laughing because it's so overkill for this truck, but I love it. Let me bring it in and I'll show you what this is. Maybe I'll leave my door open for a little bit. Seems quite nice. Hello.
Your house open.
I know, it feels a bit weird.
Yeah, I thought it's like you need a hand with that.
Not yet. Had a neighbor come visit me. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna unbox it outside, open it up, maybe just open it up for now, because I don't know whether I can actually do anything with it, but I can at least see what it looks like before I use it. So let's open it up and see what it looks like. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is it. It's actually a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be, which is pretty cool. So this is the AllPowers. I'm going to put the model number on the screen. It is a 600 watt portable solar panel. And full disclosure, they did send it to me for review, but I could say whatever I want about it because I'm doing a review on it. For now, I'm just going to open it up before I jump into the details on it, because I just want to see what we are dealing with here. But this folds up actually super small. There we go. There we go. Oh my God. That is a lot of solar panel. So this is 600 watts, which is pretty nuts. This is the biggest solar panel that you can get, portable solar panel that you can get. This is literally 50% of what I have on my roof at the moment. So it's pretty incredible that that just packs down to that small little, whatever this is, I don't know, maybe 2 foot by 3 foot kind of size. I can't run a test right now, but I just kind of wanted to unbox it and show you what it is. And I have some plans for it because I really want to expand my solar, but I haven't finalized the plans exactly just yet. So let's see. Okay. And then I want to see also what it comes with. So here's the MC4 cables that it connects to. A bunch of adapters. You just see what that was that flew out. So yeah, MC4, I guess, extension cables, the adapter to the MC4 to, can't remember that type of adapter. A bunch of, I think they're carabiner clips, is that what they're called? Bunch of cable management as well. The instructions, I definitely want to make sure that I'm reading that so I have all the specs right. Yeah. I am excited to dig in to this. So let me throw away the boxes and I'm going to take this aside and talk a little bit about what I'm planning on doing with it, I think. So now we are back inside. I can tell you a little bit about what is going on here. Like I said, it's right here. That's how small it is. This is the AllPowers SP039 600 watt foldable solar panel. I believe at the time of writing, this is the highest capacity portable solar panel on the market. I mean, 600 watts is absolutely insane, but it's incredible. At the moment, it's on sale, so I guess I can't give you an accurate price, but I'll put a link below to the panel itself so you can check it out yourself. So it is, the reason why I reached out to AllPowers about this panel. The reason is obviously it's a very, very high capacity panel. It weighs 27.5 pounds. It is definitely the lightest 600 watt panel I think you can get, because all the domestic ones are, you know, aluminum and stuff. And obviously, like I said, it packs up to be just a ridiculously small size. This would fit in pretty much anyone's setup. So the reason why I reached out to them is because as I'm closing off version 1.0 of the truck, I am readying version 2.0. So I currently have 1,160 watts of solar on my roof, which is does me pretty, I would say 80% of the power usage that I have, it covers that. What my current plan is, I would like to use this as additional power, but on a separate circuit. So rather than trying to run this parallel to the other solar panels and having to like do a bunch of math and up and down and all this sort of stuff, I think what I'm going to do is I want to put together a separate circuit for my office. So when I'm parked up, like as I am right now, and doing my work in my office, then this panel will be outside running everything, charging a separate battery that will run my office equipment on. And the main circuit will run the air conditioner and all that sort of stuff. But when I want to travel, which is on my list of things to do, then I can obviously pack this away as it is. I won't be using my office because I'll be driving around places. So I'll still be able to use the solar panels on the roof as I travel that will be charging the main battery. So that is the plan, and that should cover pretty much all my power needs. I don't have much power needs. I can jack into the grid if I need to, which I do on, you know, cloudy days, I guess. But that's my plan. Version 2.0 of my van is going to have a separate power circuit with a separate battery, separate charger, and a plug socket on the outside to jack in a portable solar panel for when I'm static and I can just generate even more electricity. So that's my plan. I can't jump in because it's late right now, so I can't jump in and do all the testing that I want to do in that, but I want to do a full review on it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clock out now, and then we're going to cut to Chris in the future when he is running the tests on the panel, and he can break down with more specific specs, expectations, etc., etc. So let's cut to future Chris right now. Hi, future Chris. I'm running the test to see how these connect and how they charge up. I don't know where the cables go, so I need to figure that one out. Okay. Let's do this side. I guess it's on this big chunky path. Okay, is it through here? Is that what this is? Yes, it is. Okay. So, here we have, whether you can see that, the cables come out through this panel here. They're just MC4 connectors. This is positive. So let's try this out. And it comes with, the solar panels come with MC4 to XT60, I guess? XT60, XT90. I'll put it on the screen which one it is. I don't know the difference between them right now. But basically they come with a cable that takes it from these to this. I think they should fit in the power station. Okay, there we got the MC4. And then we've got the other MC4. And then, oh, not quite to the power station. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to let you know what's on the screen. Plug in this. Please be the right one. Okay. We're getting inputs. Well, it's lit up at least. And it's saying 0 watts. So that's... there you go. 218 watts. 223 watts. 201 watts. So this would take approximately 4 hours to charge. I'm probably my shadows on it a little bit, so let me move out the way and see what we're kind of getting on here. Okay, 516 watts coming in through the panel so far. 552, 598. Okay, 598 is a nice amount to get from a 600 watt panel. But yeah, there's definitely some clouds around. So yeah, at 500 watts, it would take 2 hours to charge. I don't think you can see the screen very well at all. So first test on the AllPowers 600 watt solar panels. So far, so good. I'm actually super impressed. We have managed to peak at 598 watts out of the 600. That's not too bad. I was not expecting that. Today is only the first test. I've got a bunch of clouds today, so it's kind of up and down. It's between like 400 and 598, depending on the cloud level, but it is definitely delivering so far. But I'm gonna run more tests over the next few days, and I will give you an update as we go along, and I'll give you like a little breakdown of what I sort of think of them. First impressions, very impressed. I mean, it's 600 watts. 600 watts in a panel that you literally could just slide behind your front seat in your cab. Pretty impressive. So let's jump to Chris in the future with some more stats, some more breakdown, and some more scientific testing, I guess. All right, so I wanted to go through some of the very, very unscientific testing that I did. Basically, I just did a few days in a row. I measured the peak, the highest that it got, the lowest that I saw it go, and where it kind of hovered around. Again, these are not exact numbers, but I think that they give a pretty good idea of like what to expect in different circumstances. So first day, the peak high was 598, which for a 600 watt solar panel is awesome. The low was like 211. It was pretty cloudy in spots. So, you know, all you need is just a big block of cloud on a solar panel and it's going to drop pretty significantly. But overall, it hovered around 450, even on a partially cloudy day. So 450 watts of power for however many hours of sunlight there are in a day. I think there's 5 or 6 like proper like sunlight classified solar sunlight hours is pretty good. The next day was sunnier. There was no clouds in the sky, or very few clouds in the sky. I'm not sure whether it was just the station that I've been using to charge on, but it actually hit 601. I assume that is possible. Or maybe it was a mismeasurement, but it hit over its capacity at 601, which not complained about that. The low was 302, hovered around 520, so it just constantly stayed around the 520 mark on there, which was awesome. Day 3, similar sort of results. It was a little bit cloudy, hit 540 at one point. The low was 400, hovered around 490. And then day 4, 562 was the high, 330 was the low, and 410 it kind of hovered around. So, you know, I'm in Houston, so the sun's pretty consistent here, even with clouds. As far as I'm aware, the higher the temperature is for solar panels, the more that they actually work more inefficiently. So I think that the partial cloudiness may have helped in this instance, because I think some cooling will help solar panels. But either way, I mean, like I said, this is not scientific results. There are other channels that have probably done more scientific than this. But for me, as a, you know, consumer, because that's all that I am really, I'm more than happy with all of these results and the efficiency of it and the power that it was putting out. It was really good. So I wanted to break down some sort of stats and everything and just talk about my overall kind of ideas of it. So to be clear, the full title of it is the AllPowers SP039 600 watt portable solar panel. So it is 27.5 pounds, which is, when you lift it, it's a lot easier to sort of get an idea of what that actually is. But as you're lifting it, if you're thinking this is 600 watts of solar, it's pretty mind-blowing. 2 of my aluminum solar panels that are on my roof equate to just under 600 watts, so 580 watts. And I would not be able to lift them with one hand, let alone carry them anywhere. So it's actually crazy how light this setup is. It's monocrystalline silicone. If that's important, I don't know the difference between all of it. It has around 23% efficiency rating, according to them. Folded out, it is just under 84 inches by 72 inches and just under half an inch thick. And then folded up, it's just under 36 by 24 inches and just under 2 inches thick. Just to give you a rough sort of estimate of size, it is IP67 waterproof, which I believe is just like you can throw water on it and it can be submerged for a small amount of time. What I would probably say, and again, this is not based on their rating, this is based on my feelings, is that I would probably just, if it rains, there's no use for having a solar panel out there anyway. So if there's any rain for, longer than 20 minutes or maybe even 10 minutes, I'd probably just fold it up and put it inside. I mean, it takes less than a minute to fold it and just unplug it. So that's what I would do. Just to be safe, because you want to look after your stuff anyway. And then this is the thing that I've kind of highlighted. It has an open circuit voltage of 52.8 volts. Now, I don't know a lot about this kind of stuff, but one thing that I would say is when I got it and I was testing it, I double checked the power station that I was going to use to measure it and charge it, etc. I realized that it was actually the voltage was too high for the power station that I was using. There are, I think, things that you can do to like step it down, but it just adds a layer of complication. But I think with this type of voltage, if you just plug this in, let's say the power station that you're using accepts 50 volts, you're just going to fry your power station. It's not going to like cap out. It's just going to fry it. So the voltage is really important to know. So I actually had to, which I'm going to review in another, I bought myself a different power station to use with it that will accept it. So that's one thing that I would just say. I've put in the cons here is that like, just double check your power station compatibility to make sure that it can accept this. There are some of the ones that I was looking at, I won't name names, but there was some out there that seemed like that they would accept it because they're like, oh, you can do up to 1,000 watts of solar. And then when you look at it and you look at the voltage, it won't accept the full voltage here. The other thing that I would say is that it's also my understanding that even though this is 52.8 volts open circuit, when the temperature is lower, the voltage, I believe, and if anyone out there please correct me if I'm wrong, the lower the temperature, the higher the voltage can go. So I think it can go higher. So I think it's safe to have some headroom in the power station. Again, this is not necessarily a con, but you should always know what you're doing when it comes to this kind of stuff anyway. So just double check because, worst case scenario, you're going to fry your power station, you're going to be out of money. But obviously it's great because it actually means that it charges at a very high efficiency. So that is just one of the things I would just be wary about. The pros of it, from my side of things, again, as a consumer, not an expert, it is super simple setup, simple close down. Opening it up, as you can see, just takes a couple of seconds. Closing it down takes a couple of seconds. So if it does rain, I'm just going to take it in just because I like looking after my stuff. But if you need to, if you're boondocking or even if you're stealthing somewhere and you can kind of get away with sticking it out there for an hour and you get the knock, you can easily just fold it up, put it back in and head out. So it's super quick to set up and close down, which I love. It's just the 2 solar cables, but it's so easy to move around as well. So that's what I absolutely love about it. The main price that I see is, at this moment in time, the price is $599 as of right now. It may be different when I've seen it for different prices, sales and things like that. So I have seen it in some places go lower than that. So I would definitely look around. But even so, just at this price right now, 600 watts for $600 for a very light portable setup, I think is pretty damn good. Editor Chris here. AllPowers actually just gave me a 10% discount code for you guys to use. So if you want to get an extra 10% off, if you use my code TSB10, then you'll get an extra 10% off the already, I think, pretty great price. So bonus. So for me, this is more than worth it. So 600 watts for $600, I think is a steal, to be honest with you. The flexibility of it is another pro. Just to be able to have it like for different locations. So if you are boondocking, being able to just whip it out once you're already got the rest of the stuff set up, being able to whip it out and put it there, rather than having it as a permanent fixture, I think is actually a good thing. Because it means that you can choose to use it if you want to, or keep it away if you don't want to, rather than being like, okay, I need to have, as an example, if I had all the solar power that I now have all on the roof at the same time, it would be a very complex setup. So for me, I've got the flexibility of having my permanent setup of 1,160 watts, and then the extra 600 watts for when I need it, which is when this is going to be powering my office, as I said. So I've got that flexibility. So it's flexible for different locations. It can be hung. It comes with carabiner clips to hang it. So you can do it that way. You could obviously raise it if you wanted to. You can rotate it super easily. This is not a matter of like having to like move an aluminum frame and all that sort of stuff. It's super light. So the flexibility is awesome. And like I said, it is, for me, it's perfect to extend a setup without more building. I'm a year into the whole van life thing, or the van build thing. And honestly, the more time goes on, the less building that I want to do. So this has saved me a lot of hassle and stress of just like trying to figure out how I'm going to get an extra 600 watts of solar on my setup, or having to redo the whole thing. To be frank with you, especially for me, I did not want to get I really wanted to avoid getting a proper residential solar panel again and have all that hassle of like finding a way to extend it out or fold it in on the roof and the mechanics of that. I can just do this now. I could hang it on the side of my truck if I wanted to and do it that way. That would work. So it's a perfect extension rather than building it. The only other thing that I would say is that, it is not designed to be a permanent setup. It's a portable solar panel. So it's not that it can't be. In fact, the build quality is actually really robust from what I can see. I've not used it long term yet, but everything so far is as good as or better than what I expected it to be. But it is a flexible solar panel, which means that it will catch the wind a little bit more. It will be more susceptible to the elements a little bit more. Obviously, it's IP67 waterproof, but like I said, it is purposefully built to be portable and more temporary than a permanent setup. So just bear that in mind. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Overall, like I said, I'm super happy with it. I'll be talking more about it, more my long-term experience as well, as I use it and fully integrate it, because this is literally like step one of the new setup. So I'll be talking about it more in the rest of my setup. But first impressions, love it. I think it's great, and definitely better for me, for my setup, than getting a big permanent extra solar panel to add on. And this should now complete my electricity needs, which is super exciting, because for the past 12 months, I watched my energy tick down throughout the day. And I always think to myself, if I had just an extra 400 watts, I would be 100% covered. Now I've got an extra 600 watts and I'm more efficient with my energy than ever before. So I should not have to plug into the grid except in like multiple cloudy days now, which makes me very happy. So that is everything about the AllPowers SP039 600 watt portable solar panel so far. So they did give me a affiliate link, which I'll drop in there as well. You don't have to use it. I will also drop a non-affiliate link in there if you want to use that. It doesn't make any difference to me. I believe that there will be some form of compensation for that. I haven't fully checked, but I will put both links in the description. And if you have any questions on it, feel free to ask them in the comments, and I will do my best to answer them as best I can. So look forward to seeing how I'm going to use this in my second electrical setup. But thank you for joining me. Hope this answered a few questions. And that's it from me for now. For now, I'm clocking out.